I'm talking today to Siddarth Sheth of Inphi, who's just given a presentation here at the Market Focus. Siddarth, tell us about the main points of your presentation here at the Focus.
Well, I think the first thing we wanted to address as part of this presentation is how do we find a creative way of driving down the cost of optical solutions for next generation high-speed interconnects. The challenge that the industry is facing right now is that the cost of the high-speed optical interconnect solutions that are being deployed in data centers, specifically cloud data centers, is way too high in terms of pricing. And the industry would like suppliers like Inphi and others as an ecosystem to find solutions that are lower cost and find ways to drive down the cost on these optical solutions a lot faster. So my presentation today was about all the different things that one could do, the industry as a whole and Inphi, what is our role in that, what do we need to do as an industry to essentially create these lower cost optical solutions.
Now, I know you've also got a booth here at the show. I guess you'll be showing how to do it on there?
Absolutely. We are showcasing a very world's first, if I may. It's the world's first PAM4 silicon. And when I say PAM4, what is PAM4? PAM4 is essentially a signaling standard. It stands for pulse amplitude modulation. It is a way to drive very high speeds over optical fiber. And we are essentially showing the world's first IC or integrated circuit that drives 100 gig worth of data using this PAM4 technology over an optical link. And we're demonstrating that live in our booth.
So this is really going to help with the problem that you've highlighted here at the Market Focus.
Absolutely, and that is the crux of the solution and what we are trying to solve. PAM4 or pulse amplitude modulation has the promise of driving down the cost of optics a lot sooner, because essentially what you're doing with this PAM4 signaling is you are sending more bits per instance. And when you do that, when you send more bits per instance, that allows you to essentially cut down the amount of optics used in your optical solution. And it also allows you to use lower speed optics. So typically lower speed optics are cheaper than higher speed optics. So if you can use the lower speed optics and if you can find a way to cut down the amount of optics used, which is what the PAM4 signaling enables, you can essentially get to a lower cost solution a lot faster, which is what the industry wants, because they want to deploy this stuff in huge volumes, specifically the cloud-based data centers. They want to deploy these solutions in huge volumes, and the only way to do that is to essentially drive down the cost of the solution quickly.
Okay, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
So Inphi driving down the cost of optical provision in the network.